Hey guys, this is the first recording during the daytime. Yay! So anyway, this is just an update for you guys. I haven't exactly finished part, or I'm not. I'd say this is day one, but I don't really know. I have a lot to tell you. Plus, I have a story to tell you guys. So I managed to last the entire day without jerking off. I did have some urges though, a lot of urges, because this is actually a very bad struggle for me. Um, my first urge was this morning. I had a very sexual dream last night. I don't really remember what the dream was about, but I remember I saw a half-naked woman in a swimming pool, so I swam over to her and I touched her. That was in the dream last night, and I woke up to semen filling my shorts. Um, and I was like panicking. I thought I'd have to call this video a conditional fail. I have to call this challenge a conditional fail because I haven't really failed yet because I haven't jerked off yet. But it still failed. Oh, God, I'm gonna take my glasses off. Maybe I need to stop wearing my glasses during videos. So, basically, I was waking up. I woke up to semen filling my shorts, and that freaked me out. That means I failed, and so I was all over the internet today asking everybody I know, does having a wet dream count as jerking off? I don't want to lose. I don't want to fail this because this is only the first day, and thankfully, um, thankfully, having a wet dream doesn't count as jerking off. But anyway, so that was the first urge I had, and it's very difficult for me not to masturbate because I'm so used to masturbating 4 times a day. So the next urge that I had was my mom was giving me a pedicure because I have a callus on my foot, and I was waiting for the bathtub to fill up, and um, I remember it was like getting really hot and steamy, so I thought I'd just quickly rub one out, but and I remembered I was on the challenge, so I decided not to, but that was actually very difficult for me, um, because I was in the bathroom, so I could have just gotten away with it and not told you guys, but I wanted to stay true to my word to this challenge, so even though it really pained me to do it, I ended up not doing it. So that was the second urge that I had. The third one was way later on. This is the most major urge that I had today. My mom and I were at the store, and I was hanging out with her, following her around everywhere, and then all of a sudden, in the distance, I see a hot girl. Not much older than me. I'd say 2 or 3 years older than me, wearing a cropped t-shirt. And you know how bad of a fetish I have, so it was like it took all of my willpower not to like walk over to her and touch her stomach because I have a fetish. So I didn't because my mom was like standing like 3 feet away from me. I was like, it took every ounce of willpower I had not to walk over to her and touch her in the stomach because I knew if I did, I'd end up jerking off later about it because I was thinking about her. So I was standing there shaking and my heart was pounding, and it was like, luckily she left and I started following my mom around again. So that was all of the urges that I had today, and so I would call this video a conditional fail, but since that incident earlier, I can't exactly excuse my heterosexuality, so I'm not going to count that as a fail. So I'm allowed to continue. So, yeah. So the story I wanted to tell you guys, when I was like 12 years old, this is the very first time that I ever discovered porn. When I was like 12 years old, I was cruising through the internet, and I came across a website called fanfiction.net. This was, of course, before I found out about Wattpad and the works. So I was browsing through fanfiction.net, and what do I find? A very innocent looking Drake and Josh fanfiction called Master Megan. I read it, and let me tell you, Master Megan is the most disgusting fanfiction I have ever read in my life. I read it maybe 3 times, all the way through chapters 1 through 5. I will never read that story again. I read it out loud to most of my friends, and they all find it disgusting as well. And so I read it multiple times, and I couldn't. And that was one of many fanfictions that I found. The other one is where I first found out about masturbation. Again, I was perusing through fanfiction.net, and I found another, excuse me, fanfiction called Ash, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, and Oh My. If you're anything like me, you'll cringe at hearing that title. It's a 3-chapter fanfiction that is incredibly sexual, and I'm not going to describe it here because I'm going to have to like age restrict the video or something. Leave a comment and I will describe it to you if you wish, but I had to read that story several times and it still disgusts me. I remember reading it to my friend and he thought it was funny, so he asked for a copy of it. And I printed out a copy for him. And, excuse me, my mom came home and she caught me and I got in trouble for it. Now, I got a lecture from my dad later, and so that was technically the first time I discovered porn. Of course, later I started watching videos on it, and I guess that's when I started getting addicted. Of course, this is going to be difficult for me now since I'm not allowed to, but yeah, that was technically the first time I ever discovered porn in my entire life, so this has been day 1. Like I said, nothing special happened. I had a huge urge during when I was at the grocery store, but otherwise, nothing special happened. I still haven't jerked off. Woohoo. 2 days. Yesterday and today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe and join me on my journey. And I hope you enjoyed the video, and see you. Bye.